Making 30 bucks trading Apple on a Thursday. Welcome on into today's trade recap. I just did the math. I had a winning and a losing trade on Apple, and so I want to talk about them in today's trade recap. If you missed the past trade recaps, we had a Bitcoin trade recap. We had an oil trade recap. They're good ones. You can go back and check out the thought process behind those and see those. But that is the deal. 30 bucks, this Apple trade here, which we actually did live today on our morning stream. And then I came back and I said, well, Apple, fuck you. We're going to make, no, I didn't say that. But I said, okay, no, the setup is there. And what's actually been a trend, like we actually talked about on the stream, I believe Flippa brought it up, and he said that we've been getting kind of some chop and then some eventual flushes. And that's kind of exactly what happened today. We had some like weirdness early on, then eventually we ended up going lower. And that's exactly what happened. And I kind of thought about that and like, this pans out, this sets up, and the setup was there, the volume was there, the setup, the trade, and all that stuff. So let's cover it all and get into it. So the first trade here, I'm just going to log these in TradeZilla really quick. They were both bear flag trades, and both of these trades were off the 5-minute chart, which I haven't day traded a lot. So these are 2 day trades. The other trades were all intended to be swings, and depends upon stops and take profits, but most of them were swings, kind of, if you will, at least a couple of hours of holding. Depends on what you want to classify a swing, overnight holds, or whatever. What if you get in at 1 a.m., like the oil trade? I don't know. I wasn't up at 1 a.m., but what if you get in at 1 a.m.? Is that a day trade or is that a swing trade? Technically, I'm going to call it a day trade, but I guess you can call it a swing trade. I don't know. I don't know. So let us dive into it. Apple, let's pull her up. So we talked about this on the live stream on Wednesday evening. Wednesday at the close. And we said, hey, this Apple chart doesn't look great. Like, this is looking sketch. I wouldn't be surprised for some nice downside here because we had bounced off this level and then immediately came back down and tested it. And now here we are making new lows. So I like the weakness idea there. Just didn't get a big flush today. Maybe I'm on watch for tomorrow for a big flush as well. So then I jump over to the 5-minute chart. I'm like, well, we got the bigger time frames aligning to this as being weak. I jump over to the 5-minute chart, and if Apple breaks down, my thought was Apple breaking down underneath these lows, which really looking back was not the best of setups. It really was not a clean setup to me. This is probably a trade that I could have avoided in general, but I saw that and I said I'm going to play the short side because of the bigger picture trend. So it was kind of like playing 2 time frames in one, thinking that, hey, if this is a big day because we break down below these lows on the bigger time frames, then the exact perfect entry on the 5-minute won't really matter, and so I'll be fine. Well, yeah, I wasn't fine. So I ended up getting stopped out. We lost 80 bucks. I kept the risk nice and tight, not a big deal. Later on in the day, we get this push back up, technically makes a lower high, so you're technically trending down on Apple. And then you get a nice little move, and we have a nice tight consolidation underneath these lows or underneath these prior lows that now turn to resistance under VWAP. Not that VWAP matters that much to me and my strategy, but cool. Broke down. I see that push. I see a little bit of volume on that push down. I'll go, okay, let's get in. So then I get in on this move right here, and then I target low of day. I targeted 167. Our original target from earlier today was 165 or 166.50, which we came down to 166.55. But because I'm entering in higher on this trade, all I really was looking for was 167, and my stop loss was at 168. So it was tight, dude. It was a tight stop. I got in here. Let's just check. I got in here at 167.71. And I got it at 167.02. So pretty good. I mean, I got in like right here. Stop loss was like 30 cents higher. And then take profit was about 70 cents lower. That's a really good risk reward on that. It's better than a 2-to-1. So it was a great trade. Just so happened that this is the candle that got me out, which is awesome. And now it's just consolidating. So yeah, is it the best environment conditions for this type of trading? Not really, but we were able to make it work, and it kind of panned out just because we're looking at the bigger time frames. If Apple's bigger time frame was not that juicy, I would not have done this. This trade for sure we could have avoided. This trade was good. So either way, happy that you're able to identify that. Okay, cool. Take the small loss, come back, make more, and that's in a nutshell what trading's all about. At least what I'm finding, and just showing this raw shit, like being raw, going in here and showing the stuff, whether it's $5, whether it's 100, whether it's $500, I don't care. You're seeing what it is. Like, that's what it's actually like. And I don't really like getting into like you win all the time. No, you don't win all the time. But if you can do that, like if I could do that every single day, right? would I like, I would be rich, right? I would never have to like within time scale it up. Do the math. 10x that. Oh, first trade I lost 850. All right, no biggie. Next trade I made 1200. Oh shit, now I'm up, $400 on the day, whatever the number is, 350. Okay, cool. 10x it from there. Oh shit, I lost 8k. Oh, I'm gonna make 12k back. Like, if you just do that, having decent risk management, dude, that's all it is. I can be 50%. I will take a 50% win rate every freaking day, week, month, year. I'm not going to trade every single day, but that's what I would take. Now, as of right now, look at my win rate, 38, 39%. But technically we're actually green because one of the trades, which is like $140, is not showing up for whatever reason inside of here. There's some DX trade issues going on, whatever, in terms of like the platform and it's syncing and stuff. So either way, that was the oil trade recap. But we're actually green technically in the month, even though we're still like break even. We're barely green. Don't get me wrong. But green or break even with a sub 40% win rate. Now I will take that every single month. There you guys have it. That's the Apple trade recap. And I will see you in the next one. Links to TradeZella down below. If you want to use them to track all your data, I recommend them. Peace.